Hi friends, Zoe here. So today I'm going to talk to you about how to be smart, sharp, and sophisticated. So we've all been in this situation, I assume quite a lot. I think it's time to bring the conversation back. I've realized that quality conversations is something that I thrive off of, and I'm sure that I'm not the only one out there who feels that way. Now, how to better your communication skills? There's only one way, and that's to continually read and learn. I loved reading when I was younger, but when I got to high school and university, reading had this negative tone to it because it was assigned. It wasn't something that I personally wanted to read. It was textbooks, it was flashcards, it was readings, it was articles. It was things that wouldn't necessarily be my choice to read and that I was required to do an assignment on. And when I wanted to read for pleasure, I felt guilty about it because I could be spending more of my time reading those textbooks and making flashcards. After school was over, I realized that I was yearning to continually learn. And although that you can learn in your job on a day-to-day basis, it's important to continually learn outside of your job so you can gain a competitive edge over things, especially if you're in a business environment and you're constantly needing to grasp creativity and new ideas. Books can be a great place to find those things. So I am a subscriber of Seth Godin's blog, and he is, as you may know, a marketing guru, but he also is very bright in all aspects of life. And on a day-to-day basis, he shares his thoughts, whether they be a couple sentences, maybe even just a couple words, or a few paragraphs. More recently, he came out with a post, which I'm going to read you an excerpt of. So he says, "Show me your bookcase, the ideas you've collected one by one over the years, the changes you've made in the way you see the world. Not your browser history, but the books you are willing to buy and hold and read and store and share. Every bookshelf tells a story. You can't build one in a day or even a week. It's a lifetime of collected changes." And this post really resonated with me because I am a collector of books, all types of books. So I have, for example, comical books, business books, spiritual books, self-help books, etc., etc. I love books, but I've also found more recently the way that I can obtain all this knowledge that all these wonderful people have put out into the world is by listening to audiobooks. And I listen to audiobooks every morning when I'm getting ready for work or when I'm on my morning commute. And I find I can read a lot more because it's hard for me to find that time in the day when I can sit down and flip through a book. So Audible offers a ton of books on there. You can find all different genres of books like the ones I've just shared, and the list is endless. And most of the time they're narrated by the authors themselves, which is really cool. I more recently completed Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, and so you know that I'm a big fan of hers, and that book was all about creativity. It was about 6 hours long, and I finished it in just over a week, I think, but it was great. On Audible, if you've never used it before, you can get your first book for free. I'll link it below, but I highly recommend doing it. Why not try it if you can get your first book for free? And challenge yourselves to continually read and learn more every day. Like I mentioned, there's blogs, I'll link Seth's below, there's all these books out there. These are powerful minds that have pushed their work out into the world just so that you can learn more and benefit from it. And I can't express to you enough how much I've learned through books. I almost want to say more than my time at school, but I feel like, you know, if you collect, say, I don't know, these 4 books, this could be a course in university. I'm serious. Like, I've learned more in some of these books than I can say that I learned in a course in university. No offense, but it's the truth. As the months go by, years go by, the more knowledge you can obtain from these, the sharper conversations you'll have with people, and they'll be more meaningful. You'll be able to impress people and resonate with people and connect with people on such a more intellectual level, and that's what this world needs. This world does not need, hey, what's up? This world needs conversations, so let's get started on that and make a conscious effort to change things. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe below. And if you have any questions about the books I sort of showed you here, feel free to message me. I definitely have a lot of recommendations for you depending on what kind you like. So yeah, I'd love to hear it, and see you guys soon. Bye!